All right, you guys, this is Fortunado. We got him up here, and Dr. Hanlon kind of is on the phone with his mom. Basically, where this leg had cellulitis, he had some inflammation issues that have kind of set into the feet. So we just took his blanket off. He's like, can y'all put my coat back on? But he's gonna look at his feet. And then we have the ponies and Biggie and Ryker. We have Ryker up. We had a fantastic human yesterday reach out to me who just said, you know what, I think your performance horse rescue idea is fantastic. Even if it's not a 501c3, I want to help. And if it can be a 501c3, I want to help. But she chose to kind of pay for this horse, and she's going to pay for his x-rays, and we're going to keep him here, and we're going to rehabilitate him to his fullest so that he can find a home. So a couple things that I wanted to talk to you guys about with Ryker. Basically, when I first got him, a lady was interested in him, and it was kind of a shit situation. So let me just kind of talk to you about this guy's story so that you guys can understand how good horses kind of end up in a bad situation. So I guess Ryker had been offered to a couple of rescues before going to the sell barn. And those rescues, of course, told them, well, we're full. So we can't take him unless you want to pay like a $1,500 fee, and then we could send him directly to be restarted. Long story short, those rescues didn't get him because those people didn't want to pay, and they ended up taking him to the sell barn, which sucks. But when rescues, because a lot of the thoroughbred rescues do that, if you didn't know, a lot of the thoroughbred rescues tell owners, well, we're full, but if you want to pay a donation of X amount, we can use that donation to send him to training or to be started, and then we have room for him. So basically, we only have room for your racehorse if you pay money. But, I mean, it's called a donation, right? Wink, wink. So basically, Ryker didn't get to go to a rescue because his owners didn't have the money to do that. And fast forward to I get him. He goes through the sell barn. I end up with him. A girl is interested in him. She calls. She's like, you know what? I was going to adopt a horse from this thoroughbred rescue. And I saw Ryker, and I think I'm going to take him instead. So she reaches out to the thoroughbred rescue. And she tells the thoroughbred rescue, like, I'm sorry, I found a different thoroughbred. And they were like, oh, you did? And she was like, yeah, it's at a kill pen, so it really needs me. Well, that rescue loses its mind. They're like, what's the thoroughbred? So she tells them. It's Successful Ryker. He's at Thompson's. They immediately start bashing me, telling her that this horse is going to be starved to death when she picks it up, that this horse is not going to be taken care of. He's probably lame. Then the following morning, the rescue reaches out to her, and they said, well, a reliable source at the racetrack told us this horse has a slabbed knee and that he was sent to the kill pen because he's unrideable. So she messages me and just tells me that she just feels like it's a lot of drama at this point, and that she really can't afford to take a horse that potentially has a slab fracture, and she can't afford a full vet check and blah, 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 plus him, plus the transport. So she doesn't buy him. So then all of a sudden, all over Facebook, it's being spread that not to buy the horse from me because he has a slab fracture. And I keep saying, like, the horse does not have a slab fractured knee. The horse does not have a slab fractured knee. Like, the horse's knees are super clean. But it didn't matter what I had to say because there were thoroughbred rescues out there who said that from a reliable source, they had been told he was slab fractured. So what we're going to debunk today is the slab fracture rumors about this horse to prove that rescues are liars and that they are basically out for profit. And I don't feel that way about all rescues. I feel that way about some rescues. Now, your questions are, well, Tara, why would they do this to a horse? Because it's about their ego. They wanted that girl to only buy from them because, see, when they adopt out horses, then they make an adoption fee, and then they can make a higher salary each year. So it's about money. So they do the same thing I do. They just hide behind a label of a 501c3 rescue, to where that's not the case here. The case on my end is that we just are honest. It's a for-profit business. So this horse had been, oh, you guys, please send stars if we're close on the star party. I can't see it on my end. Please send stars, you guys. That way we can hit this star party and keep them going. How far are we from the star party? I can't see it, but I'm on this other phone. So please send stars. And Biggie is sold. But we are going to x-ray Ryker and prove that what they said was not only a lie, but that 90% of what you see on the internet, especially that's dramatic and drama, is just untrue. It's just untrue. So Ryker's waiting on his turn. Biggie here is waiting on his turn. The ponies. All right, you guys. And if anybody has a horse here and you need your horse trimmed, or you need your horse, Elizabeth is back. Elizabeth had COVID and flu. I think it's called fluvid. Flovid. Look at Cole. So the thing is that there's just this narrative, like people will tell people, if you buy a horse from me, you're going to get it. It's going to be skinny. It's going to be starved. And I will never understand that. Like we post online all the time. Everybody sees all the horses on this place, and customers who actually buy from me don't say that. You would think that if that was the truth, you would have actual customers complaining on a regular basis. Think about it. As many horses as I sell every week, if the horses were leaving here in worse condition than they were bought in on a regular basis, the customers would say something. The only horse that ever left here in worse condition, the hate group posted photos of, and I have screenshots where the owner was in the comments defending that her horse had pneumonia and had to be treated, and that the condition was not due to anybody's fault except for the sickness. Hi. You want to introduce your brother? Where is your brother?
Inside.
Oh, his inhaler, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, bear.
He said, I really hate her. Last night, he was so glad she wasn't there. He walked in the house and was like strutting around like, this is my place and she's gone.
I walked in and Brandon goes, we gotta start training with Skeeter on the road. And I said, why? He goes, because she's been at Terrace.
Well, the problem with Skeeter is she went to my house and absolutely destroyed everything. She tore up everything. I mean, I woke up and thought I had been robbed. She got on my counter and knocked everything off the counter and knocked my computer back and like jumped in the computer chair and knocked it over and...
Yeah, she didn't get the good gene.
No, she's an idiot.
Yeah.
I like her. I don't want bad for her, but she can't go to my house. She's a farm dog.
She's like, you love her, but you gotta protect her because of how stupid she is.
She is really kind of stupid, yeah.
Put a helmet on the fucking dog.
Yeah, put a helmet on her. She needs a helmet and a little safety vest and just let her go. But I told Jacob, I'm glad we have the farm because she can live here and be safe, but she can't go to my house ever again. Oh, my phone is ringing. Morning, Daddy. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Ja Rule was playing in my phone. Hello? Yep. What has? I don't know what you're talking about. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. All right. Well, I love you. I'm live. It's vet day. Bye. As I have to go fucking take a brush from her as we're speaking, and a halter. Thank you, mosquito. Here you go, Elizabeth. It's all right. Just don't touch me. Every time I go eat with Brandon, since he's been sick, I've been getting like 2 baskets of chips and making him get his own.
And then she yells it out loud that I have fucking COVID. And
I do?
So embarrassed.
I'm like, ma'am, if you have Lysol and hand sanitizer, he's sick. He's sick and in public. He's like, stop embarrassing me. And I'm like, here's the deal. You can be in public sick. I just want people to know you're sick. That way, they can like hand sanitize and put their mask on. The one waitress comes back and she has on like the food gloves and a mask. And Brandon was like, you've got to be kidding me. What is that? Oh, Lord. What are we doing with the donkey? Oh. No, not that I know of. What are you doing with the donkeys? Trying to get the one with the broke penis? I don't know. Skeet does need a helmet. Skeet needs a little sign that says, I'm special, but I'm special needs, but I'm a good girl. My family loves me. Oh, I could have killed that dog, though, honestly. I took Skeeter home on New Year's because she was deathly afraid of the fireworks and everything. The next morning, I woke up and thought that somebody had broken into my house and vandalized it, and it was just her. She got on the counters, knocked everything off my counters, destroyed the bread, knocked the trash over, knocked my computer off my computer desk. Yeah, when I tell you that Yeah, like I was in shock. Yeah. I love her and I'm not going to get rid of her, but she will never go to my house again. If there's fireworks and she runs off, should have been smarter. Skeet! Bear! Yuck! And he's like, it's okay, Mom. I'm going to try to give you kisses later. Skeeter. Skeet, tell him. Everybody's nice to Skeet. She doesn't know that we think she's an idiot. Bear! I mean, Bear's like, what, Mom? I'm being good. Skeet. What does it look like? Anything exciting? Some thin soles. So prognosis is good. It's all minimal then compared to it could be bad. I know the one foot's got a little...
The left front. The
yeah.
only thing I see is those gas pockets right there. That scares me.
Okay.
That things may just...
Yeah. My question is, with it be that since that foot's got like a little clubby texture to it, does that have anything to do with that?
Not as much with that, no.
Sweet boy. Well, we do love Skeeter, but when I tell you that I genuinely believe that maybe because I ran her over, I don't know what happened there.
You're like obligated to love her?
No, that maybe I hit her head. I don't really know. The other day she was running down the barn and like turned around to look and like hit the wall and fell over and then looked at us like, who did that to me? And we were like, no, nobody did that to you.
That's my dog's baby, but my dog is so ahead of it.
Yeah. No, your dog's a little dumb too. She ran off and hid in the woods for days without you.
Hey, she came. Look, all we did was pull up to the woods and whistle when she came back.
I know, you were like, you fucking bitch. So Elizabeth was gone and her dog ran away from her ex-parent-in-laws and she had left her with them because they knew her and they were going to watch her while Elizabeth went on vacation. The first time she got loose, she ran into the woods and wouldn't come out of the woods. Spent New Year's in the freezing cold in the woods and then was like, you know what? My mom's here. I'll come out of the woods now.
Just keep trotting out. I was like, hey, go.
Okay, have fun. That's Elizabeth's brother.
Hey, Tony.
It's Tony.
Spirit animal.
Yeah, he pretty much. He's such a pretty boy. Hopefully. He's been doing really good and getting better. Well, yesterday morning, he acted like he was just a little bit more tender-footed than normal, but we had moved him to where he was outside instead of inside, and he got to move around more. So Dr. Hanlon is really trying to come up with a game plan to like get him to where his rehabilitation is successful because he's got a fantastic home. And I do want to see him make it to that home. But I really like them and he's doing good. I just just want to make sure that we get his feet headed in the right direction. Dr. Hanlon said that the way that he could shoe him could help with the sole depth also, which will help tremendously in toughening his front feet up. I'm live. There, yeah, she's on here. Yeah.
I'd like to put him in a pair of clogs.
Yeah, I heard you tell her that.
Give us a lot. We can get a lot more speed.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Dr. Hanlon again. I got the radio taken.
Why? Why?
So we do actually have some soul and not like horrible rotation. We are, you know, we do have some swelling in that laminate, and I mean, he does have some laminitis. That left front is a little more upright and clubby, and not clubby. He doesn't have. Hey, but it's more upright in nature, you know, just by itself. Because maybe 80% of horses. That one has a little bit of a gas line around the tip of the coffin that, you know, I always I pay attention to. I'm cautious with those. I mean, I think we need to. I think we can help this guy out. You know, we just need to take precautionary measures. I'd like to put him, like I said, in those clogs. I think that would be a really good start for him. What they offer, I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but
Okay, you guys. We're going to get done with him, and we'll end up doing Ryker next so we can get through all the x-rays at once. And I'll be back when we do him.
coffin bone sits down inside the hoof.
All right, you guys.
And when you have laminitis, that's
Have a good day.
inside the hoof. And because the horse weighs so much, and you have swelling of that attachment, you know, that
He is such a good vet.
loose
He really is.
rotation of the coffin bone, and that's, you know, when you get into 1,000, you know, it turns into a big cycle that could be really bad, you know, for horses. And so,
So basically he had a lameness in the right front that was caused by cellulitis and an issue. So what we're seeing from the x-rays is that because he got off of the right front for so long due to that injury, he put a lot of pressure on the left front, and he caused a little gas bubble in the lamini, which is not necessarily laminitis, but it's caused by improper foot care for a very long time, coupled by getting off of the injury, standing weight bearing with all of his weight on one front foot. And as he doesn't have rotation, he does have a gas bubble in the lamini. So what you want to do is to correct the angles of his feet to make sure that we can slowly heal that gas bubble so that his lamini doesn't separate, is where we're at. That's the gist of what's being said. But what Dr. Hanlon has said is that he does have the chance to, you know, be rehabable and be 100%, but you have to just start treating aggressively so that it doesn't progressively get worse, is what you want to do. Like, not only can you treat it, it can also heal, and it will not be reoccurring if we do get aggressive with it.
you got a good period home. I do. How soon are you going to take him home, and where is home? And that would be, I
he is beautiful and he's doing really good. He's gained a lot of weight since he got here. Dr. Hanlon told her, well, you know, he's a body score of 4 out of 9 and, you know, and I'm like, oh, he should have seen him when he got here. He did not look this good.
I typically put them on an anti-inflammatory.
Nope, this is Fortunado. Fortunado. And for everybody, I had people ask about the tops of these. We do have the caps. Dylan brought these, and then Jess said she'd bring the caps, no problem. But they're not in the ground. Like if a horse were to hit them, you could really honestly knock them over. So anyway, but I'm tired of getting private messages regarding the T-posts, how we need to put caps on them. So we're just gonna go ahead and put them on there so that I don't have to receive another message regarding them. I thought that was like, of all the things in the world to complain about, we've had lots of complaints about the T-post. And I'm like, Jess is washing the baby's water. Look at the baby. She's like, I got the zoomies. I got the zoomies. Thor, he wants out. Thor is like, let me out. Let me out. Should we tell everybody on the page that Heather made a chat group? Listen, I guess I gave Heather a good idea when I told her that the hate group had a private group with the most active members called strategy sessions. And it's like a group where they meet every morning to figure out like what they're going to do that day to hurt me. So in their strategy sessions group that they have to try to like defame me and hurt me on a regular basis, you know, they meet, they talk about me. So Heather went to the group from one of her Facebooks and went down the member list and added all the members to a group chat and then added Jess, Elizabeth, and I to it so that we could be like, good morning, you guys. Good morning. Like if you're going to be in a group that talks shit about me, you can also, Jess, you can also be in a chat with us where we talk to you. Some of them were so angry. They were salty, weren't they? I just started posting Tekashi 6ix9ine lyrics. I was like, they never double tap like me. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh? Jess, how do you feel about being in a group chat with our haters? Jess is like, oh God. Yeah, they don't have much to say, do they? They're like, oh. They're surprised. Surprise, bitches, it's us. That's right. There is a group chat. You can personally tell me how you feel. But it's funny, none of them have had anything to say to me personally. None of them. And then they're like, why are we in here? This is immature. And I'm like, oh, so it's okay for you to be in a group that bashes me, but we put you in a chat where I'm there and now all of a sudden it's a problem? Huh. How bizarre. How bizarre. Good. What's the game plan? Is he going to shoe him? Okay. All right, you guys, we will be back with Ryker's vet work when we get to him. See y'all in a minute.